Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AYTU. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame, and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. Then just makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis several times in the past, but it's been a while since the last update. But definitely after today's price movements, some updates here need to be made. And really the best way to say this, and I'm not saying this towards the company itself because I don't know anything about the company, but based on how the price has acted, this thing has basically been a pump and dump. I mean, when you stop and think about the fact that at one point the price was right down here, and then it went all the way up there. I think we can all agree that was a very, very nice move. And then literally within the time span of essentially 2 days. So within 2 days, which is what that arrow right there is representing, now what's happened to the price? Not only did the price go back to where it was at its lows, it actually dropped a little bit below it, and now sure it's bounced back upwards, but it's literally gone right back to where it was at these lows. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that make really, really good moves, and then all of a sudden they go right back to where it was, not exactly a sign of any sort of genuine power or anything like that. Now, for those of you that have traded for a while, I'm sure you've seen stocks like this that basically have the pump and dump type price movement, and then they stabilize out. And while nothing's a guarantee, it's also not very shocking, or wouldn't be very shocking to see a nice bounce, potentially happen going forward, especially when you look at the final 30 minutes so far here on Tuesday with the green candle that is forming. And, that is, like I said, not a guarantee of anything. I wish the market was that easy and offered up guarantees, but at least, makes logical sense now to wonder if this is some sort of bottom here that is formed. So in the event this is some sort of bottom that is now forming and the price begins to work its way back upwards, the initial and overarching level of resistance to keep an eye on is going to be at that purple line right there, the 50-period simple moving average. And right now that value is up right around the 225 mark. So keep an eye on that. In the event, this is just kind of a faulty little bounce here, then the next key overarching level of support is, there's nothing fancy behind it at all other than the fact that the bleeding finally stopped today right down there at 205. So that is where that key and current level of support is at. So yeah, definitely a very, very rough day. Like I said, a pump and dump if I was, forced to describe, or a gap and trap, that would be another bit of, trader lingo you could use to describe the price action. But we'll see what happens. Still 3 days left this week. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.